all by myself. I'm gonna be all by myself. Alright, I'm done. Poke. Pokey poke poke. Poke poke. Pokey
Hey.
poke poke. Pokey 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 pokey.
Pokey will poke.
Pokey. Poke 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 poke
I'm
poke.
up, buddy. I mean, you can hear me talk.
I know, I'm just
I know. You're just fucking with me.
I'm just loving on you, baby.
Ooh. Finally. It's been a long time.
I'm loving on you, baby.
Oh, yeah. How's that song? How's that song go?
Yeah.
Come, my baby. Come, my baby. You're my butterfly.
I thought it was touch my butterfly. Ooh, baby. Come, my lady. Come, my lady. Feel my butterfly.
It's
Ooh,
your butterfly.
baby. How does it go? Wait a minute. So I can't figure out how to get my my stream to Twitch on YouTube. Do you want to help, or
Do I want to help? Yeah.
do you want to help with the sound quality thing that's going on here?
Oh yeah. So let's get a Discord going. Let's get your live stream going.
Oh, look who's on. Fucking Jesse's online.
In TeamSpeak or Discord?
He is playing Apex.
Oh yeah. So his girlfriend plays on the Xbox behind him while he plays on PC.
Lol.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm in Rask's office, and that has to be a background, my dude.
I'm getting rid of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of that shit. I don't know why it's... I don't know where it came from or what it's doing there, but it does not belong, right?
But it does.
Does not belong. Alright, we are going to go to...
I would say
Images.
change your stream to just chatting, so it's just a big picture of your face.
I'm gonna fix this background image, though.
Okie dokie.
So that...
Oh, Leo Broski. Lo Broski just said what's good like 2 minutes ago. What's good, Lebroski? How you doing?
Hey, what's up, Lebroski? Thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate it. It is much appreciated.
Kind of just went from New World to just chatting real quick.
Well,
but,
I was already in just chatting, so, you know. But I do want to fix this background. Thanks for the follow, Lebroski. I really appreciate it, man. You know what that must have been? That must have been a screen capture that somehow I grabbed. I don't know how. I have no freaking clue how I grabbed it. Yeah, I don't know. I give up. Alright, I'm gonna go back to a just chatting session. Hello, beautiful people. How you doing today? Let me go ahead.
so let's you put yourself in Discord and let us look at your second monitor, or the monitor that does not have Discord on it, and let us go through and see what we can fix up. Also, please note, I will tell you where I'm going to mute, and you're just going to talk.
Okay. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of just like testing 1 2 testing 1 2 testing. All right. Just so everybody knows. And by the way, is it full? Is it a full screen, or is it cut off on the sides?
Right now,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just your monitor, so I'm not entirely sure. I mean, it's just your webcam, so I'm not entirely sure.
My monitor, huh?
Not your monitor. I'm asking you to show your monitor in Discord, not on Twitch. Because Discord, only you and I see. You don't want people looking at your fucking desktop.
I
It's
don't?
private. Nah, man, that shit's private.
You want to see what my desktop looks like?
Are you gonna throw it up on Twitch? You
It's.
madman?
You want to see what it looks like?
Go for it. I dare you.
All right, I got you, dude. I got you. This is what it looks like. See, I'm smart. I'm smart. I removed all of my stuff off of my like, so I can just right click and
It's completely dark on my end.
yeah, like if I want to, I can just
Oh. Shit, that's hilarious.
boom.
You literally have no desktop icons.
And then if I want to, bye-bye. Yeah, I don't need them. Like, what do I need them for, really? You know, like,
fair enough. All my shit's on my taskbar. You're
like,
right.
yeah, if I really want something, I'll put it down here, or I'll just be like, search. You know, it's not like I do much with my computer other than video games and, like, documents and stuff, so.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, actually, put it back to your webcam on Twitch, and then open up Discord, and let's get the stuff figured out.
Alright. Discord. Yeah, appreciate you stopping in and just viewing my chat, man. Just chatting. There's not much to chat about, though. Because I don't have much to say. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, when playing the VR game, I'm very quiet when I play.
I couldn't tell.
Well,
Alright, buddy. We are going into KCK. KCK. Share screen. What am I sharing?
share the screen where you can pull up your Twitch Studio or whichever Streamlabs or whatever you're streaming off of, and you can pull up the settings for the actual mic you're using, if that's an option. If that's not an option, then don't worry about it.
I'm sure I can handle something like that.
Oh.
There we go.
Alrighty. So let us right click on the microphone it's showing down here is your right click on just the word microphone, or open up the settings for that real quick. Properties. All right. Device, we have that. Offset. That can close. All right. Does this have like its own software as well, or
Yep.
no?
Hold on. Let me get you to there. So you can do like gain,
Oh, okay.
noise gate.
So you put noise suppression. You need a noise.
Oh,
gate.
dude, it works better than the noise the gate did. Like, watch. Here, I'll show you. So, you're listening now, right? Just delete. Put your TeamSpeak on.
Yes, I'm gonna mute myself and listen while you talk.
Yep. So, testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Just giving you a little demonstration of what the noise suppression is doing for me compared to the noise gate or the gain equalizer. Alright, let's go ahead and go back to, I'll turn this off now, right? Okay, deleting, add a filter, I'm going to put in a noise gate, I'm going to hit add. Now I'll need you to come back in and tell me what you want me to do. I don't know if you heard me or not.
It would help if when I was talking when I was unmuted. So can you do me a favor? And I want you to move this window just slightly out of the way, and hover over where your talk overlay is.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, where the.
All right, so you want to see this stuff, right?
Yeah, I want to see what. Your,
Look at how much that shit picks up, and I'm like whispering, bro.
Yeah.
I am straight whispering, and that shit is picking up everything. What I liked about it is I could have my graphics card, which is, by the way, an open case, right?
Yeah.
So it picks all that shit up. It also picks up my fan and my air conditioning. That's what I liked about the noise suppression, because it took all that shit out of there and cut it completely out. So I'm guessing noise gate will do most of that.
Yeah. So like you were saying, the noise gate. Sorry, I just want to make sure I was unmuted. So the noise gate, like you said, it does not actually suppress what's actually coming in. All it does is if there's noise below a certain threshold, it will not activate itself. So a noise suppression, because of those things you just said, will be the best option for you, is the noise suppression.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but maybe I should use both. Yeah, I got you, man.
Let's try both. Let's try both.
Yeah, I got you, man. Don't worry.
Yeah.
After
Put the noise gate on top though.
All right, so I'll put the noise gate on top.
And then put the noise suppressor after the fact.
What threshold? An open threshold, closed threshold, open.
I would say keep it where it's at right now, because it sounds really good.
Okay, so I'll add a noise suppression in there.
Yeah.
What should I put that at? About right there?
So real quick, what method do you want to use for this? For actually
So I was
processing in the background.
this was fine.
That was fine?
Yeah, that was working fine. Like, the fact that I got a fucking 32 thread CPU, I don't really have an issue at all with my CPU usage. So I think I can get away with it. Wow, I can actually already see a difference in the...
So I think what we're having right now sounds slightly better.
Yeah, I can already see a difference. Now, should we mess with the gain a little bit?
So adding artificial gain to it, no. Is there an actual gain switch on the physical mic itself?
There is. So...
Where is that out? What's the total amount starting from the lowest setting to the high? What's the lowest setting and the highest setting you have?
All right, so I think
Don't
green.
actually turn it to it, but just tell me what the lowest and highest settings are.
It doesn't tell me. Like, it's literally I either like do it or I don't.
What setting is it on right now?
It's like
roughly?
halfway.
It's halfway.
Yeah. It's halfway, or maybe
Turn
maybe
it slightly down. real quick.
Alright, how's that? How is that? Is that better? Better or worse? Ooh, that actually does look better.
Test a little bit while I mute my headphones.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing.
How many like notches did you just push it down?
About 1.5.
Put it up 1/2, so a slight hair up, and it's perfect. Because it's not going to be clipping anymore.
How about that? Is that better?
3, 2, 1, test.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Getting that gain right, man.
So we are now. So it sounds great. Exactly where it is. Keep it where it is.
Okay.
I feel like now we're just getting like those. I feel like we are now like 85% of the way there. We're just doing the last 5 to 10%. You know what I mean?
So there's also hold on. There's 2 options to the gain with my choices. I have. Let me look at the instructions again. Hold on.
Okay.
All right. So green is gain. Blue is volume. So maybe I should turn. That was no. I got the gain. The gain was the green. The blue is the volume. Should I turn the volume down?
So before you turn the volume down, is there a place to plug in your headphones to the mic?
Yes. Yes, there is an aux port.
So that volume is for your headphones plugged into the mic.
Oh, so I don't need it.
So that you don't need that.
No, I don't need that.
It's a similar thing for the Blue Yeti microphone.
I
That's how
don't need that shit. Okay, cool.
So that sounds good. Sounds really good on your stream, by the way.
It sounds really good.
Yeah. And you still have your music playing, and even with the music playing, your voice is coming in clear.
Good.
So.
That's really what I was going for, man. That and my voice, I noticed in the videos that I was watching. Hold on, let me follow this guy.
Oh, yeah, Ruben.
Got you.
Yeah. Then while you're doing that, is there anything else you want us to take a look at?
You were kind of complaining about the team speak being a little bit too what's the word I'm looking for here?
Loud?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I think that is your desktop audio is actually peaking. So if you look at your mixer down there, when it hits the red, it's peaking or clipping, and that's what we need to fix.
Yeah, it's a little too high.
Yeah, so let's go to the settings of the desktop audio. Let's see what that gives us real quick.
All right, so I will go ahead and are you able to see that? Do I have that in Discord?
I'm still on the screen with where you just pulled up.
Oh shit. So I'll move it. Hold on. I change screens. All right, there we go. All right, and we're going down here. We're gonna go to volume mixer, right?
Yeah, let's go with volume mixer first.
No, that's not it.
No, we can actually specifically do it on this. So what you can do is just on the bottom, just scroll to the right till you see TeamSpeak and just turn it down a little bit.
That's just my volume in my ears, though.
Oh,
see,
yeah.
I'm talking about the volume, right, in the mic.
So it's not the mic itself. So like go back to Twitch Studio or Streamlabs or whichever one you were using. Your stream of choice, I should say. And then go to the mixer on that is actually what I originally meant. And let's see if we can change anything there.
But how would that affect TeamSpeak?
No. Your TeamSpeak audio on your stream is the problem. But what I want to see is
Oh, I see what you're saying.
yes. So
Okay.
we're first going to check the stream application, see if that can fix it. If that doesn't, then we'll go into actual TeamSpeak and fix it. So let's go there first.
All right.
You're a mad lad with everything turned all the way up. My eardrums would be dead.
It's really not that loud, dude. Like, it really isn't. Like, I have everything really turned down. I don't know. I just don't fuck with it. Like, I'm lazy.
I'm gonna turn on the stream and ask me what my favorite color is, what my favorite game is, and ask me I don't know how big my feet are. I don't know. Ask me 3 questions.
All right, I got you.
All right, go.
What is your favorite color?
Purple.
What is your favorite food? I didn't.
Sorry. The delay in the stream fucking killed me for a second. Favorite food is pizza.
All right, and how big is your dick?
Not big enough.
Right.
It actually sounds good, so I would say don't even worry about it.
What I'm actually asking about is, you were talking about how TeamSpeak was catching a lot of the clickety clack on my my keyboard. What can I do?
So this is how we can possibly fix it. Let's go to TeamSpeak itself. We're gonna go to Tools and Options. We're gonna go to Capture. This is gonna kind of suck for you. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna hit Begin Test. Don't hit it yet, but you're gonna hit Begin Test. You're gonna clickety clack and see how loud your clickety clacks are gonna be. Make sure that that arrow is above it. Do the clickety clacks. I think it's gonna randomly happen just when you type it in a little too loud. So I don't really think it's an issue of that really. So I think you're actually pretty good on that.
It's catching a little bit of it.
So you just stop the test when you're done.
It is catching a little bit of it.
Yeah. So the only way you can really fix it is just to move that slider up just a little bit.
Well, let's see. Let me try again. Let me see if maybe. Let me try again. Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Turn it down to there. 1, 2, 3. See, I really have to bang on the keyboard. Alright, so I think right there will be good.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be good right there.
What's up, Big 420?
Hit apply and OK.
We are green, we are mean for the machine. Yeah, man, we got that. Alright, I'm done.
So you hit apply and then OK at the bottom right of that, and then that should fix that issue.
Yeah, thanks for the chat, man. Really appreciate it. Big 420. Smoking that green, dog.
Alright, so I actually turned you down a little bit in TeamSpeak because I realized that I did not ever have to turn you down until you got this newest mic, which is clearer and louder automatically. So I think we're all good.
Alright, cool. Cool.
Hell yeah, bud.
Go give this guy a follow. Yeah, cool, man. Thanks, Vic. Hey, he's playing New World. Hell yeah.
Jump in and have some fun, bud.
Hell yeah. Oh, he's not on my server. Oh, he is. He's on Orofena. Dude.
Yeah.
Dude, you're on Orofena? I'll chat with him for a second. Hey. I don't think he's online. Said he was online. It's off. He's offline. Weird. Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Of course, buddy. Anytime. Actually, gonna turn you down just a little bit more in teams. I'm turning you down. I turn everyone else down because you'd get real mad to see how low my audio is in my headset.
How low is it?
I have it on what I feel is my comfortable high volume, which is 44. I usually have it at about 20.
Yeah, mine shit's all the way up, dude. And then I just kind of turn it down in the specific applications that I have issues with.
For me, every time I try to do that, the lowest setting is still too loud for me on most things.
How do you know I smoke weed?
I
How
like it.
did he know? It must look like a stoner.
It looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, smokes like a duck.
And fucks like a cluck.
Heyo.
Heyo. I can't wait to get like better earbuds, dude. Cause something's been going on with my earbuds. Like I have the AirPods, right? And these are the first generation. And for some reason, the left one just randomly cuts out, and the right one sounds weird. Like sounds completely weird.
This is gonna be weird, but you'll know what I'm talking about. Oh wait, they're not like stabbing your ear like skull candies. They're actually sitting in your ear.
Yeah,
like real.
the comfortable ones.
Yeah.
You know, back when they used to make them
Comfortable.
Yeah, like these.
Where you didn't stab your eardrum every time you wanted to listen to music.
Like these. Put it up to my face so you can see it.
Yeah. So there's no like, this is gonna be kind of gross, but there's no like earwax or anything in that bitch.
Nope. I clean them out. How
do you clean them out?
Dude, you
like,
just
effectively? I just grab a Q-tip and I go to town.
A Q-tip and alcohol. Q-tip and alcohol.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's
pretty much what I do. So
pretty much all you can do. Or, you know, like even like sometimes like if you have like a toothpick or
there's a state right now where you can't damage him.
like
To knock him out of it.
tweezers. Tweezers work pretty well.
Oh. These are like elite mobs over here. Like rotating through like these 3 bosses to kill right now, and all 3 of them drop shit that I need, so I'm just like killing one, killing the next, killing more.
it is Friday.
First, kill me.
So do you have to get 75 consistent views for a month or 75 concurrent viewers? So 75 viewers at the same time. Okay.
Look at that. Another purple. Two purples, 1 drop. 2 purples, 1 drop. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So the longer all these long streams you're doing, you're getting more viewers per stream, because it's not technically seeing how long the stream. Yeah. Oh yeah, buddy, and then you'll get the subscribe button.
Asian will love it.
Someone bullshit in the background. Oh, you have a YouTube video playing? Dude, you know what? Sometimes what would freak me out. So I'll wake up. So when I go to bed, I watch my laptop for like YouTube and stuff while I pass out in bed. Usually, every time I wake up, the laptop shuts itself off due to inactivity or whatever. So I'll get up and I'll go and I'll work, and then like halfway through the day when it's like dead ass silent in my house, I'll just hear like quiet like murmurs from my room, and it would freak me out. And I'd go in and my laptop started playing for no reason. What's the last problem, baby? Oh yeah. What's your YouTube? Yeah, you're streaming right now. So, quick issue. Your mic is muted on the YouTube stream. Yeah, I can't hear your mic on the YouTube stream. Yeah. Hold on. Talking your Twitch real quick.
That's why. There we go. There we go.
Yourself
Yeah.
accident?
Yeah, I didn't want to like say what I was saying and have everybody hear me say what I was going to say. It's still a little high. Am I wrong? Like does it sound good in the stream?
I'm checking your YouTube right now.
Go ahead and check. 1 2 1 2 1 2 2 2 3 1 2 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Checking. Hello. Checking.
It sounds good to me.
Alright, cool. Sweet.
Yeah, no, they all sound consistent with one another now. It makes sense because one of them didn't.
Sweet. So now I've got.
You're streaming on Facebook, right? Under Carl.
Yeah, Carl Cluck. My actually, it's I think I'm under 5Bad TV. Under Facebook. Let me double check that, cause I think what happened is I have a lot.
It's 5Bad TV.
Yeah, I have haters on my Facebook, and I think what happened is they decided to be dicks and reported my content, even though there wasn't anything bad on there, or copywritten content, and it fucked me. It actually kind of pissed me off that it happened. I'm like, I don't know. I was really mad.
Yeah, well, it happens, my guy. People are just cucks.
It is what it is. You know, I probably just need to, like, not care at all. Because it's probably going to happen a lot if I'm doing this. I don't understand why people gotta screw with people. You know?
People are just kind of dicks. But yeah, so yeah, the whole time you've been streaming to your YouTube.
Sweet.
Yep.
Sweet.
And if I go to your channel right now, there is... You streamed... Stop your stream earlier today?
Oh yeah, a couple times.
Yeah, there was a 4-hour, 30 minutes stream from 52 minutes ago.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
That is exciting, dude. I am so happy. Now it looks like there's 2 other platforms, or 3 technically. I should be streaming to TikTok and something called Trovo.
I don't know what the fuck those... I know what TikTok is.
Yeah,
I've
you
never
know
heard
what
of Trovo.
TikTok is. I don't know if I want to get involved in TikTok, but... Do you know what Mixer is?
Mixer's dead.
Is it?
Yeah, no, Mixer's closed.
Okay.
Mixer was the Windows trying to do Twitch.
Right.
And then they paid for Ninja and Shroud to go over there. They went over there, it died, and then they just came back. They paid them millions of dollars to go stream over there.
So is it dead, or is it gonna be dead?
It is dead. Like, I googled Mixer, and it's not even showing up with Mixer. Hold on. I should put Mixer stream. They should say.
Yeah, streaming Ninja. The first thing that pops up. Yeah, it's
Well, on June 22nd, 2020, citing a poor market share and inability to scale, and blah, 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 Microsoft announced that Mixer will be shut down on July 22nd, 2020.
Do you think I should just fold and make a TikTok?
I mean, you do what you want.
What do you think? Do you think that's the smart thing to do? Thing is,
I mean,
it's
if you want to go all out, you're gonna have to make a TikTok.
yeah.
You have to make a TikTok, a
TikTok?
TikTok, a Twitter. You know, all the shit social medias that is all just cancer on the world.
Dude, I couldn't imagine. Like, I would never be away from my phone. You realize that, right?
Yeah, that's why. Like, I'm not away from my phone. I don't even like going on social media platforms.
Dude, I realized when I went on my Facebook to set all this up. Do you know the last time I posted on Facebook? 2020. 2020.
Let me see my last post on Facebook. Go to my profile. My last post was last time I posted. Oh, I apologize. I posted on Halloween because I updated my Halloween photo. Before that, was July.
Yeah, I don't know. There was a time I cared about it all, and then I just stopped giving a shit about it.
Yeah, my brain just immediately went like, this is stupid. people are just getting mad because they want to at this
Yeah,
point.
like once COVID hit, like that's when I just decided I didn't want anything to do with any social media platform.
Yeah, people just went full.
They went full full nuts.
See, I caught myself a lot earlier than you caught yourself, bud.
Yeah, I pretty much said the whole word.
Yeah, I mean at that point you might as well just continue with it. But yeah, that's essentially what people just did. They just went full. I'm stupid.
Crazy. I'm crazy.
Full crazy. Thank you. People went full crazy in every
I'm
direction.
glad I'm not the only fucking person that sees that, because I feel like I'm like this weird outcast that sees that people have gone fucking nuts.
What I've noticed is because when people started going full nuts, because people have been going full nuts for a while.
Oh, absolutely.
They just stopped caring what people thought of them going full crazy in during COVID. People have been going full crazy. I have noticed that shit back in about 2017. And once I realized that, and I started talking to people just outside of that, I noticed that even the people who are going crazy on there in real life are just normal people. So I'm like, oh, this is all fake, dumb shit. Why would I even give a shit about it anymore? And I fucked off. That's why, like, when I see people, you know, doing racial slurs and shit in, like, a lobby, I'm like, you're fake as fuck. I want to see you in real life say that shit. Loud and proud like you are now. You know what I mean? You won't. Because this is all a sham. This is all a, this is all just some bullshit. It's all a sham.
Yeah, it's kind of like Dave Chappelle, right? Dave Chappelle used to be like a big deal, and then he started pushing an agenda that the world really didn't agree with, right? And now you don't see much of Dave Chappelle anymore, because he was literally turned into like this outcast figure.
Yeah.
Because he makes racial slurs and jokes. And, you know, I think that's where people really have, like, blown everything up. They've turned things that are supposed to be funny into something that is offensive. And it's really not meant to be offensive. Not every joke is supposed to be offensive to everybody.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yet I can sit here and call myself a cracker all day long, right? And nobody's gonna say anything. Because I'm a white male. I am a cracker. You know? I don't know. I don't get any of it. Honestly.
Yeah, it's just people have just gone a bit off the deep end. What I think is personally, it's just there's a loud group of people on usually social media.
We won't name names, but we all know who those group of people are.
Mark. We're not gonna name names. Mark. No, I'm just kidding. Mark is also a generic term in wrestling. That's why I use that name. But yeah, no, people are insane. So I just like to chill and be normal to the best of my ability.
Like, I grew up in an age where, and I went to a predominantly black school. You know, I was in a magnet school in the middle of, you know, like downtown Tampa, in the middle of the projects. And I was the minority in that school. I pretty much grew up around people who are not my same skin color. And most of them were my closest friends I've ever had. Um, and I think a lot of them that are like my age group are looking at the 20-year-olds that are making this big scene about nonsense and saying the same fucking thing. Like, what are you doing? Why? Why are you making a big deal about this small petty shit? There's worse things going on in the world.
Yeah.
I guess I just think a little differently because I'm not of that age group.
Yeah. That's why. So, changing the subject a little bit here. This is going to be a weird question before I end up getting off. I kind of wanted to see what your answer is, though. Also, you can stop streaming to.
All right. Have a good night, y'all. I
Oh,
appreciate y'all.
I meant streaming to Discord.
Oh.
No.
Well, I think I'm gonna add this. Okay. All right.
Yeah, this question.
I'll leave it up. I'll leave it up.
So, you know about the different types of apocalypses we're gonna that could possibly happen. You know.
Yeah, there's like a
meteor hits,
gajillion of them.
Yes.
Zombies.
Here's a semi-deep question. It's kind of like a high question. What is your preferred apocalypse / dystopian future? What's your preferred one? Like, do you prefer like the Fallout?
I have a couple.
I have one that I absolutely prefer. Would you like me to go first?
Yeah, you can go first.
I want the cyberpunk future. The planet's gone to shit. The separation of there is no more middle class people. There's you like the pure cutthroat. You know, everyone. The cybernet is real. The metaverse is real. You know, that kind of human life doesn't really dictate anything anymore. Mega corporations own everything. No, there's no actual countries. You know, that kind of future is kind of the future. If I have to choose a dystopian future, that's the dystopian future I want.
I have two. I have one that's a little dark, and one that's a little futuristic.
Well, I'm talking about specifically the bad ones.
Well, they're bad in
Okay.
in their own right.
All right, hit me with the worst one first.
I would prefer that we get hit by a fucking 30-mile asteroid.
Oh, like
and
full,
it just
full wreck planet.
just
reset.
wreck the fucking planet and get it over with. The second one I would prefer that the aliens would finally just
Show up.
finish up their job
Their experiments.
and take us aboard already.
Oh, okay. So you're between full just hard Earth reset.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm either for the Phoenix
So
or
the Phoenix or the we're no longer alone in the universe.
right,
and-
right.
Yeah.
Well, we aren't alone in this universe, dude.
I agree with you on that.
We aren't. I've seen too much in my life to think that we are alone in the universe. I've seen too many, and I'm not crazy. Don't think I'm crazy. I've seen crap, dude. And you don't believe me, you can just go. You can go on the sites and actually see these crafts. They're real. They're out there. I'm just gonna leave it there. I've actually seen a UFO face to face, like not a UFO, like an actual like gray alien. You scared the shit out of me, dude.
So I've seen a UFO, but I don't believe it was an alien UFO. Just because of like, if I describe it to you, it sounds more like a meteor burning up an entry to our atmosphere. I was driving. So funny story. I was driving to my friend's party. This was back in like the bad time for me, and like a green like ball just like lit up in the sky and shot across the sky and then disappeared. That sounds like a meteor that enters orbit. At first, though, because I was a little high, I looked up and I was a little high. So I looked up, and I was like-
meteors don't burn green.
Yes, they do. Well, if the meteor is filled with copper, it will.
Oh, so there was a trail behind it.
Yeah, there was a trail behind it.
Okay.
And like the way, because the way it was disintegrating as it was entering in the atmosphere, it looked like
Okay.
it puffed out. Yeah, no, it wasn't. It wasn't.
All
anything
right, so we're
crazy.
talking like a neon bluish.
Neon blue, green. It was night,
Okay.
and I saw it through my windshield. So
All right, because
So
I have seen a green craft. And literally, I pulled up to my house, and the craft was sitting like literally right over my house. I pulled up. Literally, as I pulled up, it was like it saw me. Like as I pulled up, it literally darted off faster than I could ever think of anything ever going. Like it had to have been going like 1,200 miles an hour, easy. And then right behind it, a second one tailed it. But these weren't meteors. There was no trail. You know, with a meteor, you see a trail. There was no trail. There was no exhaust. There was no nothing. This was a craft, dude.
So what I'm describing, I was driving to see my buddy, and that happened above me, and I was high, so I was paranoid. So what I thought happened was the nukes finally got launched, and so like I stopped. I was like I was pulling out of my parents' neighborhood, which is all I'm going to say. I was pulling out of my parents' neighborhood, across the street from the church. So you should know what that means.
Yeah.
So I was pulling out of the neighborhood. That happened. So I just stopped there for a second, like looked up at the sky and went. I waited like 30 seconds and went. I didn't hear a boom. It wasn't a nuke. Just kept going on with my day. It was so stupid. It was just like, nope, okay. Because I am going to this party. Because it was either like it had exploded and I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to go back home, get my parents ready. Or it was, nope, nothing happened. All right, cool. Onward to the party.
Well, at least it was just a meteor, dude.
Yeah, no, trust me, in hindsight, I'm happy it was a meteor. And I should have realized it was a meteor immediately. But again, you know, performance-enhancing drugs.
I have never seen a meteorite burn green, though. So,
So it was
interesting.
So again, it was through like the top part of my windshield. You know how the top part of your windshield's
yeah,
like
yeah,
slightly
it always changes the color
tinted
of...
just slightly. So it probably was blue. And then like that changed it a little bit to make it seem green. And also I was high, so I was already seeing green. You know what I mean? Ayo. But yeah, that shit happened, and I thought it was cool. In hindsight. But you know, there's actually a lot of meteor showers we can see from here.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And there's actually like a website that follows that shit. It's funny because sometimes I'll forget, and then I'll randomly see a shit ton of meteor showers. I'm like, holy shit, that's dope as hell.
I can never stay up late enough or look out my window in time.
Well, that's the thing. For me, it's like the next one happening is in April.
Damn, that's pretty far from now.
You say that, man, but it was 2020 like 2 weeks ago. So
Yeah, you're right. Dude,
Yeah.
does it feel like the weeks are going by like so
Super
fucking
fast.
quickly?
yeah,
It's almost like somebody turned on the time machine and they're like, let's speed this shit up, dude, because
let's get
life
dude.
sucks.
Yeah, let's go back to the good. Let's go to the next good part. Let's get there.
Yeah, I feel like the weeks are just like going by, even though I know I'm not doing that much. Like, I'm just fucking gaming and streaming, like, but they're going by, dude.
Dude, this week at work went by super quickly for me. But yeah, man, you're right. It's just like I feel like I blink and it's like the end of the week, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Maybe that's because we got a big black hole in the middle of the Earth, and it's actually starting to open up, and time is warping.
You should talk to Thomas.
No,
Without this kind of stuff.
I've talked about this kind of stuff, dude. And I've talked about this kind of shit since I was like 19. I've done all the research and all the blah blah blah, but I don't believe any of it because there's no real scientific evidence behind it. The only scientific evidence is maybe like the sun having a black hole in the center of it, which I don't know either.
So, I have an honest question, and your answer, I will honestly think differently about you depending on your answer.
Okay.
Do you think the Earth is flat?
Oh God. I believe there's a possibility of a hollow Earth. Maybe.
That's I didn't say hollow, a flat
Because-
Earth.
no.
A flat Earth.
No, I'm not a flat.
Okay.
I'm not a flat earther.
Thank God.
I do believe in the hollow Earth theory a little bit because there is some evidence behind it, and the fact that the government is hiding some of the facts that it is hollow, kind of like the whole Antarctica theory that there's this hole in the middle of Antarctica, and you can actually go on Google Maps and see the fact that they've covered up this fucking hole. Yeah, so I do believe in the hollow Earth theory, which is really cool.
So I've actually didn't go too much into the hollow Earth theory, other than literally I heard the name and went, oh, okay, and then moved on. I don't know. I had a conspiracy kick for a little bit, and now I'm kind of doing more of the I like more of the paranormal stuff. You know what I mean?
I mean, that shit's real, dude.
I think it's real.
Paranormal shit's real. For sure. For sure. There are rifts all over the world that are serious hotbeds for paranormal activity.
I 100% agree with you.
There's actually a little evidence supporting to the fact that the UFOs are actually a part of those rifts, because they kind of peer around the rift areas where you see all of these paranormal experiences happening, kind of like the game Rift.
So one quick thing. So I'm gonna say used to watch now because the series ended. So there was a couple BuzzFeed shows that I actually watched a lot. Because there's some content they used to put out that was really good. It wasn't their fucking like
best
click
content.
Click here for some bullshit. No, it was there was two shows. It was the BuzzFeed Unsolved Network. They did two shows. One was Unsolved, where it was just like a true crime podcast,
Right.
which, that's always nice to put on in the background. But they had another one that was Unsolved Paranormal, which two guys, one guy adamantly believed, like legitimately, that paranormal things exist, while the other guy was like the most hardcore skeptic you could think of. It was hilarious. And so the premise of that show was they would actually go to haunted places and do paranormal stuff, like do the paranormal investigating. So one of them could prove the other one that ghost exists.
Right.
And they started off this series kind of as a joke, and then by the end of it, they were more renowned for being actual paranormal investigators. And the skeptic goes, "God damn it!"
You need to go see Skinwalker Ranch.
I did a lot about stuff about Skinwalker Ranch.
There's a show out called Skinwalker Ranch. There's a new one. There were older versions of this show, but there's a new one out, and that's really fucking interesting, dude.
No, I watched. I think I watched the older one.
The new one is fucking interesting. Like it really, like, it blew my mind, to be honest. So some of the things that they caught on camera was just, if I saw something like that, I would have just shit myself and cried. Yeah, I would never have gone back to that place ever again. Posted on TeamSpeak.
Yeah, I remember watching. There was a series.
It's season 3.
Oh, you're talking about the Secret of Skinwalker Ranch.
Yes.
The newest History Channel one.
Yes.
Yeah. So I did not watch.
Yes, the one in 2021, dude. It was so fucking good, bro. Like, there's a lot of people are saying that it's like bullshit, blah blah blah, but I don't believe it's bullshit, dude.
I remember because the thing I watched was a documentary on like the history of like the guy who actually like got people together to go work there for a while and all of that stuff. And then it also went into the history and all that stuff as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the world is way too big and way too unknown for us to really say that it's definitive that things exist or don't exist, right? You know, it's kind of like life after death. You can't really say that it is or it isn't.
So when I think about like aliens, not necessarily like ghosts or paranormal stuff, but this is specifically doing with aliens and stuff. With aliens, first of all, I do believe aliens either have existed, / currently exist, / will exist eventually. Meaning that there is life of some sort on other planets. I believe that exists. Using stuff like, Fermi's paradox and the Great Filter Theory, I do not believe aliens have showed up to Earth. Now, before we go any further, every science fiction concept that we've came up with in the last 100 years has basically come true except for 2 things. The warp drive, pretty much it, all I can think of. The warp drive. So I'm a firm believer of like science fiction only exists because it's not the time period for it to exist in real life.
There is a warp drive.
Until I see the actual test, I don't believe there's a warp
NASA warp drive. NASA. They developed it in 2015. Scientists announce a physical warp drive is now possible. Seriously. Not a joke. And to the fact that you do not believe that aliens or UFOs have visited Earth, let me debunk that really quick. What do they call it? Isn't it? It's called the gimbal video. You should know this already. This video was taken from the USS Roosevelt, which is a pretty damn reputable source, I would say. A Navy.
Are you talking about the Navy tapes that the U.S. came out with recently?
That is legit, dude.
I know it's legit.
How can you say UFOs have not visited Earth?
I said I don't believe aliens have visited Earth.
What do you think is in those crafts?
I believe those crafts were man-made.
No, they are not man-made, dude. That is not man-made. No, man does not make something like that. I'm sorry. That's almost 300 or 400 years in the future. Now we can say that there may be they're time travelers, right?
In theory, that could be true.
But UFOs could also be time travelers. Aliens could be time travelers, and there's also theories out there saying that
all the aliens we've seen are time travelers.
Are us.
The future, like evolution of
us. They're us. That's what they say they are.
So that's a theory. That's a theory. I won't discredit that theory. That is definitely a theory. For me, though,
you kind of have a point, though. I do agree with you a little bit, but on some note, I do disagree with you. Man is not at this level yet to create craft that can literally warp space-time and create wormholes, and in 1 second be there, and the next second completely in another plane of existence. Like I've seen videos of where these crafts literally create some sort of distortion and pop through a distortion, almost like a wormhole, dude.
So my thought process behind this, have you heard of the Great Filter Paradox?
Yeah, the Great Filter would be is that the one where they talk about? No, that's the one where we talk about how a species is developed. Either they get their power from the earth, or from the sun, or from the universe, or from the galaxy. Or the Great Filter would be...
So the Great Filter is so instead of having taking Earth species, for example, there is one intelligent species on Earth. What is the Great Filter that stops other species having having advanced intellect like humans? It's
humans.
Well, here's
the answer is humans.
Let me finish my statement. So, the question that that is being asked is the Great Filter before where we got? Do we already pass the Great Filter, becoming an intelligent species, or is the Great Filter, or have we not hit the Great Filter part yet, which is either interdimensional travel, interstellar travel? Is there always a point in a species' life where it implodes on itself if it ever gets to this kind of intellect? That kind of thing. where is the Great Filter? Are we past the Great Filter, meaning that we're one of the few species that make it through to intelligent life, or are we not there yet? And we still have to pass a Great Filter. It's called Fermi's paradox. Fermi.
Well, the reality of it is I think we don't see them. We don't see them because of the fact that, kind of like how we can't talk to ants, right? We're so underneath of their so underneath of them that they could not even if they came to us and said, hey, we would be so fucking scared shitless. Kind of like an ant to a magnifying glass.
So what you're saying is they're so far evolved past us,
right?
To where it's something along the lines of we can't talk to a two-dimensional drawing of something,
right?
And that's kind of how they view us,
right?
So
exactly, that's how I see it.
In that theory, and what you just stated, that makes the Great Filter something we still have to cross over.
Right.
From.
Like we're not near there.
We're not evolved enough to that point.
What is the other what is the thing I was just talking about where I said we all had that's
the type of galactic civilization you are.
Yes, there's a name for it.
Like type 1, type 2, type 3 civilization?
Yeah, like type, and then there's like all the way up to like type 6 or 7 or some shit like that, where they literally draw their power from the galaxy. And I think of these beings as literally beings that have, like I just said, evolved to the point that they're
It's called the Kardashev scale.
That's it.
Yeah, there's three types of civilizations. Type 1 is the planetary civilization, which we still currently are at. Type 2 is the stellar, which is harnessing all the energy from one's own solar system. And then Type 3 is galactic.
No, look, no, there's more than that, bro. There's a Type 1, Type 2, Type 3, and Type 4, and Type 5.
Oh, I
see. Type 1.
Type 0, 4, and 5 rating.
Type 2. So disposable, we're disposable.
Yeah, I see. Type 4 is one universe. Type 5 is collections of universes.
Type 5 might just be the next possible advancement of civilization. Would be like gods, having the knowledge to manipulate the universe as they please. Now, what they're saying about a lot of these spacecraft is that the metals are so fucking complex. Like a lot of these metals that they find, they're so complex that it appears as if they have made the metal itself. Not like created it. The metal was literally created like a 3D printer. So each and every one of these spacecrafts that we have found, which is obvious we've found them, were created completely and utterly from nothingness. So that's what tells me that they're way above us. Like they would be considered gods. So like there's another point that I could talk about. If let's say they were more prevalent back in Egyptian times, right? Imagine if you saw something like that and there were thousands of them and they were running the earth trying to propagate it and make man have a foothold on earth. Would you not believe that those beings were
Gods.
gods.
Yeah, that's another theory that I really enjoy discussing. Is these old gods that people discuss these miracles coming from?
The Sumerians.
Were they really just aliens? That's probably why you really liked Eternals.
Really like what?
Eternals.
Oh yeah, I love it, dude. I love that movie. I love it because it touches so much on Sumerian culture. I've actually read a lot about Sumerian civilization. The ancient Sumerians. And there's actually a I believe there's a Sumerian, like, quote unquote Bible. And a lot of the stories are quite literally the same as the Bible in the New Testament, but they talk about gods as aliens or beings from other universes. There was a book that I read, it's been quite some time.
The Epic of Gilgamesh.
Yes, the Epic of Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh and Aga, the Bull of Heaven. Death of Gilgamesh. Yeah. Oh, there's some
Enoch. The Book of Enoch, the literal what they removed from the Bible. They removed the Book of Enoch from the Bible.
So when people say remove the Bible was a collection of books that was voted upon in Catholicism. So technically, it wasn't removed; it wasn't voted in.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It was literally that knowledge that the Book of Enoch had was actually very anti what you would call Christian.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Ancient apocalyptic religious text described by Enoch prior to Noah's flood, and the son of Jared and father of Methuselah.
And the way the Bible now makes it read like it was Genesis, and then it was pretty much the Ark. You don't see anything before that.
Well, yeah,
almost like they didn't want you to see.
Yeah, well, yeah, the Book of Enoch takes place before Noah's Ark, which Noah's Ark is very, very quickly into the Book of Genesis.
Yeah.
It's like chapter 5 or 6, I believe. I could be wrong on that exactly, but it's early on in Genesis, the very first book. Yeah.
Yeah, but just think about that. Like the book of what you were talking about, the Sumerian book. It was written like 13,000 years ago or some shit like that. So you would think that there is some holding value to that. Because in even every folklore tale, there is some truth. Or let's look at the fact that
some truth, or I wouldn't necessarily say a truth, but a thing from history that was passed down. So even if it was just like a story like a parable, essentially.
If you look at every god figure, like let's look at this one. He's holding an ankh in his hand, right? Let's see if maybe I can give it to you.
I'm down. Can you just give me the name of the god?
Yeah, hold on. Let me find it. But he's holding this, what looks almost like a purse in his hand. And you can actually see the same purse held in these gods' hands throughout history. You see it in China. You see it in Egypt. You see it in Mesoamerica. You see it in Sumerian. Some of the Sumerian gods, they're holding the same damn what looks like some sort of device in their hands.
Can you send me what you're looking at?
Let me find it.
Are you talking about like the? Are you talking about the cross, but the top of the cross is a circle?
I gotta find it, dude.
Symbol? Or
I gotta find it. I gotta find it. That's not it. Damn it. Give me like 5 minutes.
can you describe what it looked like?
It looks like there it is. There it is. I got it. Copy. I'm gonna post this little nook of information into TeamSpeak.
And the thank you are the magic words.
So there's one. He's holding it over to the left. You can just barely see it, but that is a classic Sumerian god written on ancient cuneiform tablet. Now let me find an Egyptian version. It should not be that hard.
They look like they're holding pine cones.
No, look down. Look down to the left side of it. Here, I'll share my screen.
Oh, they're like
The purse. It looks like a freaking purse, dude.
To be honest, it kind of looks like a bucket to me.
But you'll see that if I can find them. You'll see that in many. Yeah, I can't talk to Matt about shit like this because he just like
Matt is a
too literal.
He lives in the present.
Yeah.
He's a very present thinker. Which, I mean, people do need to be present thinkers, so I ain't shitting on him for that.
No, I can't talk to him about it, you know. Not shitting on him.
Yeah.
Not at all.
This just isn't his kind of conversation.
He thinks how he thinks, you know. Like,
yeah.
I can't change that. Nobody can. It's kind of like him trying to change the way I think. I'm gonna think how I fucking think, dude.
Yeah, but specifically,
You know.
for the guy on the left, what he's holding, it legitimately looks like a bucket.
You know, or a bucket, you know. But you see it quite often in a lot of these gods, ancient gods, on rocks. You'll usually see them carved. I've seen it on Ancient Aliens a gajillion times. I just wish I could find it. And I thought it was strange. You know, like, these cultures were thousands of years apart from each other at opposite ends of the planet, and yet still somehow this even if it is portrayed as a bucket, think about it from the term of somebody that was not knowledgeable back then.
Yeah, I'm about to say he could have been the bringer of water, which is like the bringing of life.
Right. It
like
could have been.
Yeah.
It could have been a.
I understand that is a more symbolic. So like, yeah, to us we're just like, yeah, he's carrying a bucket, but to them that's kind of like Jesus being referred to as a lamb, and you're just like, yeah, a lamb, you know, there's food, you get some wool, you have a nice day. I'll call that a Matt answer, when really it's supposed to be like the symbolism behind it type
right.
of thing. Yeah. But yeah, talking on a very surface level, I do believe, just due to the evolution of humans, that there are some technologies that you see across different groups of people that would not have spoken to one another, like a bucket, a wheel, you know. It's kind of like, what's the best way for me to describe this? The best analogy I can give for what I'm trying to say is, you know that the best way to get a glass of water is to grab a cup and put water in it.
But that wasn't.
I understand, but let me finish. There are other ways. You could grab a bowl. You could try to drink directly from the tap. But to carry water in normal times across any different language, people you would never meet in your life on the other side of the world would understand to use a cup. Because that would be the simplest thing to get water into your mouth. That technology, though not one person has to actually create that one technology, it structurally it makes the most sense for what you want to do. So like a bucket carries a large amount of water to a certain spot. A wheel moves something that is attached to it. It's one of those things where like humans, even if separated, can understand.
Here it is. Here's another one. This is what I wanted to show you. This is what I wanted to fucking show you, dude. Now, these are still the same thing, right? This is what I wanted to show you. Here you go, buddy. So, look at that first one, right, that I just posted.
Yeah.
What does that look like to you? Now, look at it abstractly. What does it look like he's doing?
It looks like... At first I thought he was taking a bath. And like he was supposed to be like a god of something, but that's not what's happening in this.
No, what does it look like? It looks almost like he has a breathing apparatus going into his nose.
It kind of does look like that.
And he's pulling some levers up here where his hands are. And down by his feet, it looks like he's controlling like a foot pedal to push a spacecraft into orbit, and underneath of it are flames. Now, look at this.
Let's go to this next one. It didn't go to the specific. Oh wait, no, there it is.
It's gonna take a minute.
There it is. Okay.
Now this is two different.
Oh, okay, so that doesn't look like a bucket anymore.
No, this is what I was talking about. Now this is not just these two places. It happens in they find it in Egypt. They find it. There's one of them in Australia. There's one of them in China. It's almost a little scary, you know, because like, you know, they were separated by thousands of years. Mesopotamia, that was literally like probably 14,000 years ago, dude. Americans, this was 4,000, 5,000 years ago, 6,000 tops. China, who knows how long that was, but it's just cool to think, like, how did that... I think these were gods, and that's how they portrayed gods back in that time. Like, maybe they were holding on to something that was like maybe an ankh or an ankh.
So that second photo that you showed me, I went to the page and started reading what was written down. Started reading what was on that page.
Yeah.
It's funny because even in here, they even reference the fucking pine cone, which made me want to read this even more.
You know what the pine cone is?
I'm still reading, but I don't know what that is.
I
yet.
believe it is called the breath of life. But don't quote me on that. I don't talk to enough people that are, and don't say this or repeat it, please, dude. I don't talk to enough people that are intelligent. So I don't get to practice my word skills, so I forget a lot of things. Like, as I've been talking to you, dude, I've noticed, like I'm starting to get some of my knowledge back. It's fucking awesome. I love it.
I'm happy that when you talk to me, you don't lose brain cells. Brain cells. Yeah.
Also,
I realized listening to myself on your Twitch stream, I have a fucking strong stutter.
I do too. I do too. That's why I like the fact that I can talk to you about things and hold a conversation for longer than, 30 minutes without being dissed or made fun of.
Okay. So they're kind of going into some theories of what the bag means currently. They're thinking it was though strange that it's across multiple things.
Oh wow! So yeah, it shows you Mexico. Fucking yeah. Oh, look at that! That's what I wanted to show you. I got the right thing. This is exactly what I wanted to show you.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where we're never going to get an answer to.
No, not until they come back. So,
Did that motherfucker have a wristwatch on? Really?
Yeah, isn't that weird?
What? That is weird.
Isn't that weird, dude? What makes you think? Like, some of these things, you're like...
Oh, what's the thing called? The pre-clock thing. The circle, and it has the thing. It has like the thing.
Oh, the sundial.
Sundial. Thank you.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, and it also shows it again if you if you scroll to the top of the page, it shows it again on the one on the right. You can
Yeah.
see a better picture of it. That's fucking nuts, dude.
That is weird as fuck.
Isn't
Like-
it?
Like if it was like, the part is like if it didn't have like the circle on top of the actual wrist bracelet, I would have just called it a wrist bracelet. You know what I mean? But the circle on top of it is just like too perfect.
Yep. And you also, we gotta look at it like this. This is just a description of what they may or may not have seen.
Yeah.
You know, so
It's well, I've learned that there are some things we might be taking out of context. Like, have you ever played the game Telephone?
oh yeah.
So something gets repeated enough times, it's not going to be what was truly said in the very beginning. But these things aren't said over like this. The statues
Yeah.
and the hieroglyphs, they're not. They're said once.
Yep.
Now, granted, our translation of that, we can only go off of what's there. But I mean,
These
Come on.
bags, dude, are just fucking
first of
weird.
all, the Mesopotamian man. Look at his fucking forearms. This dude's ripped.
Yeah,
For starters,
he
he's jacked.
yeah, you know what's interesting?
Look at that calf muscle down there. Like,
Here, let me show you something. This is what a lifter in the 50s looked like, right?
Yep.
You look at a lifter in the 50s. Okay, this is what you would see, you know, probably any time before that was somebody that looked like this.
Yeah.
Now look at the lifters. 2000s.
Steroids coming in 3.
But
2.
they start looking almost like the way that figure looks. You know, they start giving they look more ripped. They look more defined. Hold on, professional lifter. Let me get another, not a steroid user, not something too crazy. Like, how would they even know if their body is never, if a human body didn't really transform to that level of strength till after the 1950s? Because you really don't see this level of cut until, you know, after the 90s, honestly. And then everything kind of exploded. Doesn't his forearms look a lot like the forearms of that statue? Now, if you didn't know what that looks like, how and man did not succeed strength to this endurance level or this strength level till after the 50s.
Why do you use Yahoo?
I'm just kind of just searching. I'm in Google. It's literally just no.
Man, everything you're giving me is Yahoo, my guy.
I don't know why. I don't. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's why I was confused for a second.
I don't know, dude. Why is he doing that? Go to Google. Oh, it is on Google, Yahoo. Why is it on Yahoo? I don't use Yahoo. How do I take this off? Settings.
What are you using, Firefox or Chrome?
Chrome. Default browser. Search engine. Yep, that's what it is.
Yep.
That's what it just defaulted to that for some fucking reason. I don't know. You know, I was wondering why every time I clicked on a YouTube, it wouldn't just go straight to the YouTube. But do you see what I'm kind of like getting at here?
I do see what you're getting at.
Like, if man did not know what that even looked like, how would they even be able to portray something like that? Find me. If you can find me a weightlifter before the 1900s that looks anywhere near that, I will be surprised.
Well, that's the thing. Weightlifter wasn't necessarily
Muscle
a
builder.
thing.
Muscle, let's
Maybe-
say,
Maybe strongest man. Because the strongest man competition, maybe even the Olympics from the 30s.
strongest man. Let's look at images. Alright, here, yeah, maybe. Maybe. Yeah. So this guy, he does look, I mean, yeah.
You gotta think. How long? We can't go that too far back with photos.
So like Eugene Sandow, Sandow.
Yeah. See.
Because it's probably honestly, you're probably right. It was probably different. Look at this. This is fucking nuts, bro. This is what I was talking about, the evolution of. Let's see. Control V. Hey, Costi Rodriguez. How are you doing today? Apologize I didn't see you sooner. We're just sitting in here bullshitting. How are you doing today? Costi Rodriguez. Follow you.
So a couple of these Eugene Sandow photos, some of them were pre-1900. They were like late 1800s.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So it was kind of a thing to have a fucking cut body.
But think about that. If you saw some guy like that, and you never heard of weightlifting, or
Yeah, because this is a thing of science applied to specifically making your body look like that, not like
Yeah.
natural strength.
Yep.
It's worked at strength, because like natural strength, like people can get, cut and like they get cut, they don't get shredded like this motherfucker is. Like if someone does like, they work with their hands and outside every day. Yeah, they're gonna get cut. But
Yeah,
they ain't
they're-
gonna get shredded.
Yeah, they're gonna get strong. No.
Yeah, they'll be strong. I ain't calling them weak. I'm just talking about their body type, which would be more along the lines of
Of like a normal person. You know, like your
I mean,
average.
It would look better than a normal person, but it wouldn't look
Like an
sculpted.
American?
It wouldn't look sculpted. Is the word I'm looking for.
Dude, I
Yeah.
love this mic, bro.
Awesome.
Thanks to everyone who
dude, that mic is amazing.
donated, and
I am gonna head off to bed.
All right, buddy.
Today, Saturday. Fuck yeah, I don't.
my
work
baking.
Today.
I mean, my
Yeah, today is Saturday.
Hell yeah, buddy.
Officially.
I will be on tomorrow, but I gotta go do grocery shopping and shit at first, or I might just wait till tomorrow to do. I might wait till Sunday to do that after I see my mom. But you'll see me on here.
Yeah, I'll be on too, I'm sure.
Alrighty, buddy. Peace out. Have a good night.
All right, buddy. I hope you have a great night. Stay safe. Sleep tight.
Will do.
Yeah, yeet.
Yeah. Yeah.
User disconnected from your channel.
I'm actually gonna go to bed. It is now time to go to bed. I think I've streamed enough for today. Reached out to enough people. Just keep doing my thing. Have a good night, y'all.